Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas to each and every one of you guys out there that's celebrating. Of course, today is Christmas Day. So shout out to you guys, of course, and happy holidays to anyone that is not celebrating. Appreciate each and every one of you guys that has been here supporting the channel day in day out. Cannot thank you guys enough. Your support means the world to me, and your continuation support will keep me going, and I will continue to give you guys these updates. But before we get into the nitty gritty details, talk about the price and all that stuff, just wanted to give you guys a reminder. I did mention this in my Pepe update. If you did not watch that, of course, we're gonna mention that in here. Really take time out to spend it with your loved ones, kind of take a break from the screens and looking at the charts on a daily basis. You really need to understand there are other things more important in life than chasing money. And listen, that from my end, I've been in the space for 8+ years. I'm so blessed. I cannot say in words as to how blessed I am. I have been beyond blessed with a lot of money, which of course I'm not trying to brag or anything, but it comes back down to that one main thing. The main thing is you gotta realize what the important things in life are, and even once you get that money, that won't. How there's a famous saying, money cannot buy happiness. It can to an extent, but you need to really take care of your loved ones, and that's what I want to give you guys. A little bit of advice for you to follow. Of course, work really hard, but don't forget those things, because when you're chasing the money, those are things that you can neglect, and you can kind of learn that from me, because I was a part of that just a few years back. But let's take a closer look and really see what's happening. Of course, if you're looking across the board, we are seeing tremendous amount of green today, and that was amazing. People were saying Santa Claus has come early, which of course kind of makes sense, because if you're looking across the board, tremendous amount of green, as you can see. But as far as XRP's price is concerned, it's also up 1.8%, but not seeing those 7-8% moves, but just okay, because we don't want to be forgetting what XRP has been doing in such a short span of time, over the last few weeks. But if you're looking at the Bitcoin comparative, it's down 1.8%, with the market cap at 131.2 billion and the 24-hour trading volume at about $5 billion. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. In my last update, which was about 2 days back, I talk about Bitcoin in every single update. And, I saw a comment, Crypto ZX, you're not talking about XRP, you're talking about Bitcoin. I appreciate the feedback, but at the end of the day, I focus on Bitcoin on a day-to-day basis, and anyone that follows my channel regularly knows how important Bitcoin is when you're charting anything. And if you're not mentioning Bitcoin, you're neglecting a major tool. And in my analysis, I will always talk about Bitcoin. If you don't enjoy that part, you can skip it. But that's just something that I kind of wanted to clear up. But let's continue to take a look at what's happening. Kind of want to go over some big news to really show you guys what's happening. Then we're going to obviously pull out the charts and talk about something with XRP. So Canadian RWA tokenization firm Matador Technologies has become the latest company to incorporate Bitcoin, into its treasury, with the plan to allocate an initial 4.5 million this month, which is crazy to think about. Shout out to my Canadians out there. Bullish. The total value locked on Ethereum surpassed $90 billion this month. It's the first time Ethereum TVL, total value locked, has hit that high since April 2022. And why am I sharing this? This tells you interest is coming towards crypto. And when you're looking at the price of XRP, that tells you everything you need to know. We're looking at XRP's price retesting 2018 levels, 2017 levels, which a lot of people have already forgotten about. It's so funny to me. A lot of people have already completely forgotten about what kind of prices XRP is retesting, and how long ago was the last time, when we were at those price ranges. And believe it or not, I would say 80% of the people are ignoring that, and they're kind of focusing on why the price of XRP is not continuously flying, which is insane to me. But remember, you need to think about it from a realistic standpoint. But this is what I really want to show you guys. Ethereum's relative strength to Bitcoin could climb in January, which is an analyst says might trigger an Ethereum altcoin run. The ETH BTC ratio is up roughly 3.5% over the past 30 days, currently sitting around 0.03553 as per trading view data. And we know about this. Ethereum has been gaining traction. Historically speaking, when Ethereum tends to go up, you do tend to see altcoins flying, and we actually have seen that. We've been seeing an altcoin rally over the last 1.5 month to be exact. We did see a major altcoin shift where altcoins really really thrived. Right now, we're seeing a little bit of a lag because of the dominance increase, volatility over the past few days. But those are things that you don't want to be forgetting. And last but not least, BlackRock's IBIT and Fidelity's FBTC now holds almost $50 billion worth of Bitcoin combined. Two of the largest, asset managers globally. Imagine the day they start looking at XRP. This is why we talk about these two specific, asset managers. So now you guys know. But let's continue to take a look at what's happening. Ripple had a nice, message. 2024 has been an incredible year of the milestones, collaboration, and innovations. Wishing our customers, partners, and the crypto community a wonderful holiday season and prosperous 2025. From the Ripple team. Shout out to the Ripple team, of course. Really hard workers, deserve every single credit that they're getting. Finally seeing, some, good light coming at the end of the tunnel for, Ripple. And they have gone through so much, and they deserve all, the good things that they're seeing. But, shout out to Chad. Whales are overwhelming buying XRP against retail right now. And I wouldn't even be surprised. On-chain data shows that, when big wallets are accumulating XRP more, because retail only focuses on the green candles. Retail don't really take a look at it from a long-term perspective. Of course, some do. I'm not saying all, but majority don't. And obviously, whales tend to be institutions, big players that understand, are more sophisticated, and you can really see they're buying more than retail right now, which of course is worthwhile noting. But shout out to Smoke. Yes, central banks are turning to financial technology startups like Ripple to leverage blockchain technology. And again, we know about this. It's something we've been discussing. And I think as we do go further into the future, we're going to see more of that. But let's take a look at the price. So if you're looking at the dominance index, it has been pulling down. Fingers crossed that this continues to fall down. From the 20th of December, we're pretty much falling down, which is great to see. We're below the 58.6%. You guys know that level that I've spoken to you guys about on this channel. And we're below this, which is great to see. If we're going into, actually, let's give it a refresh lap to really see what's happening with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin sitting at $98,000, did wick up to $100,000, almost $100,000 yesterday early on, but we have seen a little bit of a minor pullback, which of course is kind of having a little bit of an impact on the altcoin market, but so far so good. Anyone that got shaken out by these wicks over the last few days, the Fed's rate cut announcement, which was lower than expected, which had a major shakeout for not just the crypto markets, but the traditional markets as well. I shared my thoughts to you guys around that range that, this is not a time to be worrying. I'm still thinking, the market will bounce, and market actually did end up bouncing. A lot of double-digit gains for multiple different assets. If you were dollar cost averaging in while there was major bloodbath across the board, I'm sure you're not complaining right now, because you did see, a lot of coins going up around that range. But with that said, guys, let's really take a look at what's happening right now with XRP's price. Of course, right now we're still in the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level. Let's take a look at it on the hourly time frame. So if you're looking at it from the hourly time frame perspective, and you're still seeing that sideways momentum playing out. Yes, as I've stated to you guys before, we did not see those explosive moves. A lot of other coins did see a nicer move, like 5-10% for multiple assets, but XRP did not see that, which is totally fine. Totally fine. Yes, a lot of people in the XRP community are like, no, why is it totally fine? We want to see the 23.6, but sometimes you want to see a little bit of a range pattern playing out rather than just completely going up. But so far so good. A continuous reminder, like I said, to a lot of people from December 20th. You are still looking at about a 17% increase for the third largest asset in the crypto space. We're facing some resistance. We are facing some resistance clearly right now. The 24-hour trading volume has decreased compared to over the last few days, which also needs to be considered. But so far, so good. Like what I'm seeing here, one step at a time. The 23.6 is still the target, but you don't want to be forgetting how it's holding right now. Love each and every one of you guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. We'll see you later tomorrow. It's Crypto ZX, and peace out.